What's up, people? Let's do some molten core. This is a raid idea I already have. So the mobs you see are the mobs we are gonna get. They are locked down, and some of the pulls are
Connected.
not great. But you know what? We're gonna have a good attitude, and we're gonna we're gonna try to get through it. I know for a fact that there is a double Fire Lord pull just before Garr. So we have at least one wipe in store for us tonight. Um, we'll see if we can make it as painless as possible. You know what? I'm gonna fight these. I'm gonna fight these guys on this side of the bridge for a change. Let's see how this goes. I'm never gonna line up against the wall. No, not Fury Swipes. No, not Skeleton. No, not Starlight. Battlefield. There you go. Oh, they decided I was too close. That's a. Oh no, wait a minute. There's just a weird bug on this server that things pull as soon as you start shooting. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Um, so something to look at. I don't think things should pull as soon as you start shooting, but not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's still one of the most bug-free vanilla experiences I've ever had. Right here on Project-Azeroth. Yeah. Are the hunters shooting? Oh yeah, they're shooting. 410 DPS for my top hunter. I would say he's shooting. Blood Fury. The Fury Warrior was just below the hunters with Death Wish popped. Nice. That's this guy's a little too close to the raid. Battlefield. Once you get a little further away. I think that was close enough to hit everybody. I don't want to hit everybody. Oh, I'm gonna pop out my window. My YouTube chat window. I am on TeamSpeak, so if you want to, talk to me directly, join my TeamSpeak at draymond.teamspeak3.com. Guess that's kind of redundant. Boom, nothing. But a lot of stuff has dropped so far. I mean, I just got in here, right? And I got Prophecy Bracers, Cenarian Belt, Night Slayer Bracers. Yeah, Molten Core has been good to me already today. So let's get our chat out. No worries, no one's watching now. So I'm not missing anything. I'll just say my stream in chat. Stream, what's the best copy? Yeah, I'll do that. All right. Let's move along, shall we? Let's get these guys. I'm going to open with Alt 2 so that one is guaranteed banished. Give me some bars. I don't want to drink tonight, but I feel like I have to since I'm streaming and, you know, I don't have a popped turbo. And Fury Swipes decided he would tank for a second. I have 2 druid tanks in my raid who think they're big boys and try to tank once in a while. They're terrible because they do not have even the minimum requirements to be tanks in Vanilla WoW as druids. Unless somebody finds them, gives them to me, puts them on the auction house while I'm looking, I'm not going to get them because these things drop well. At least Staff of Warden drops in level 40 dungeons. Guess where I'm not? Guess where I'm never? So, if you have a Staff of Warden, you're going to get T1 gear for it from me. I have extra Night Slayer bracers. Find me a Staff of Warden. I have extra Cenarian belt. Of course, who's going to want that? Nobody. But, be my friend. I need 2 Staff of Wardens. I need 2 Cloak of Wardings, which I think is a crafted item. Am I right? I forget. I think Cloak of Warding is crafted. You have a mic turned all the way up and can hardly hear me. Wow. That's no good. Let's see what's going on. Mike. Hello, hello. Desktop audio all the way up. Yeah, man. You can hear me now, I bet, sucker. You can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Yes, thank you. Tell me stuff like that, somebody's mother. It really helps because I am not a pro streamer. I am just making this up as I go along, and yeah, you'll often find me do shit like that. That's just wrong. Okay, so what I'm going to do with Fire Lords now to make them a little less painful and a little less harrowing, because they're harrowing. Believe me, they're harrowing. You must kill the lava spawn before it splits. Otherwise, you are probably going to wipe. And God help you if you let one split twice. It's over. Alright, so one of the... Oh, shit, this is a double Fire Lord pull. How about that? Well, I could try my... double hunter pull, I guess. I will do that. Let me bring his aim shot out. Aim shot. Bring his Feign Death out. Okay, somebody tried to teach me how to do this. Alright, Track Giants. I was about to bring Track Giants out. That would have been not very useful. It'd be like, okay, Arcane Shot, Track Giants. Wipe! Okay. Pets on passive. Alright, so I just hit aim shot on this guy, aim shot on this guy, and I Feign Death, double Feign Death, triple Feign Death, no Feign Death. Oh jeez, it didn't work. I did it totally wrong. Oh, I'm so dead. Okay, so we're just, since we know we're gonna wipe, we're just gonna have everybody jump on the Fire Lords and go nuts. And sometimes I can kill both Fire Lords before we wipe, but not this time. No chance. And we'll just jump in the lava. Since you don't take any damage. You don't take any durability damage when you die in the lava. So, in Vanilla WoW, when you know you're going to wipe, just jump in the lava and take no damage. And just do a run back. Luckily on this server, the run backs are extremely painless. But yeah. People be like, hey man, why don't you just do AoE? You have really good AoE. It doesn't really work on the lava spawns very well. The lava spawns are largely immune to fire, I guess. My Hellfire AoE is a big part of my AoE. And they also silence. So now I can turn you back down. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, guys. I'm stuck until I learn to do that hunter pull trick where I can pull one out of a pack, or until I can kill 2 lava spawns at a time. No time soon. I'm going to keep wiping on the double Fire Lord pulls. And that costs me, you know, a good 4 minutes of progress. Well, much more than that. That sets me back 5 or 6 minutes. So would be nice if you could banish them, but I am not asking for special rules just for me, a multi-boxer. I make my own rules. I make my own workarounds. Yeah. And I can't really think of one. Somebody's just got to, hey, thanks. Thanks very much, somebody's mother. There you go, man. See you later. Thanks for subscribing. I need subscribers. I guess I don't really need subscribers. YouTube's never going to pay me any money. But maybe there's something fundamental I'm doing wrong with fighting the Fire Lords. And if you spawn it, if you figure out, you know, exactly what I'm doing wrong fighting the Fire Lords, let me know, because I need help, man. I need help. The Fire Lords by themselves, even now, are somewhat stressful. You know, I have to use Alt-1 to force guys to change targets. Normally what happens is, ah, man, shoot. Some people didn't make the jump. More than one. More than one? Who's that? Mindflay, why are you not coming with me, Mindflay? Piece of crap. Oh, you are coming with me. Yeah, so I use Alt-1 to force people to change targets, because normally what happens is when you're using 5-minute multi-boxing my system, people will finish casting whatever the spell they are casting before they change targets. If I change to the lava spawn, they'd be like, oh no man, I'm casting on the Fire Lord, suck it, I'm not going to switch to the lava spawn. But if you hit Alt-1, they will immediately change targets. Still think in a lot of cases they'll stop casting, so maybe Alt-1 should also throw a spell stop casting down. So one thing I got going now is when I call the melee up, I hit the R button, boop, and that makes all melee back up. So you can put melee in the very perfect place so they do not get hit by the cone of fire, for example, on this beast. Now I'm rolling with my fire resist set. I've got 129 fire resist without a totem. And the only reason I don't have a totem is I'm probably out of range. No, they're not dropping fire resist. They should be dropping fire resist on Ancient Core Hound. Let me just double check that. Gotta heal myself, otherwise I'm gonna die with those things on. Alright, choose water totem. Flame, Ancient Core Hound. So if tank target is Ancient Core Hound, then you better damn well be dropping fire resistance totem. So that ain't working right, man. I'm gonna have to look at that later and figure out what's going on. Yeah, dude. We'll see. We'll see if they will pay. I really doubt it. My goal has always been just to get $1 from YouTube, and they keep moving the goalpost back. They're like, first, oh, you need like 100 subscribers and 1,000 views. I got 100 subscribers and 1,000 views. Oh no, you need 1,000 subscribers and 10,000 views. And people who have 1,000 subscribers and 10,000 views are saying, no, no, they ain't giving you shit for that. So it ain't gonna happen for me. But that's all right. Anyway, I don't try very hard, so I'm not putting the cards up at the end of the videos and stuff, and you know, increasing my production values. We were really close to blowing on that one, by the way. That's how iffy this is. We almost blew it on that one. Faster, faster, faster. Nope. Oh my gosh. That was almost blown. I'm just going to switch bosses. Okay, that was better. I'm not really seeing what's happening in my raid that's causing me to like waste time before getting the heavy stuff. So I may just start treating them like totems of Jindu. You know, where everybody just stops everything and just casts the very fastest spells they got. Oh, look at that. A double Fire Lord pull. I think I can avoid that one though. I don't really need to pull that one. Curse you, double Fire Lord pulls. Surger. Okay, Surgers you just stay stacked 4 and you just hit the 2 button over and over and over again. You may be tempted to back up your hunters. Don't back up your hunters. Look, your hunter pets are doing great. The hunters, even not backed up, are doing 500 DPS. Could that be true? Yes. So hunters are really oddly broken on this server. They do I guess it's the patch level. Oh, something dropped. Something dropped. Oh no, another Cenarian belt. Are you joking? That's 2 Cenarian belts already, folks. If you need a Cenarian belt, just whisper me in game. Say, hey Todd, I want that belt, motherfucker. And I'll be saying, why? Why do you want that belt, motherfucker? You're going to get rid of it as soon as you get anything better. And there's so much better. Anyway, I collect the sets just to collect them, right? But even for me, even the collector that's in me has trouble swallowing Cenarian. It's so bad. Look at those set bonuses. Look up those set bonuses if you don't believe me. Let's see. We're going to back up even more. They ain't good, bro. They is not good. Alright, no, not Fury Swipes. Gosh. Skeleton, no. I'm hitting F4 and F6, by the way. There you go, Battlefield. It's going through the tank list. Unfortunately, it's picking Battlefield, my second favorite tank, last in the list, so keep having to wait, who's the yeah, that's the guy. Alright, let's wait for this Core Hound to pat away. I don't want that Core Hound in this fight. On Vanilla Gaming, doesn't matter if you get an extra Core Hound in your fight because they are sheepable. They're beasts. Hey, it says beast on them. You should be able to sheep beasts. So why can't I sheep them? Play by your own rules, Blizzard. Alright, here we go. Shoot. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm going to spread these guys just apart just a little bit so my boys aren't getting double smashes. And you always got to be careful that the raid doesn't get the smash. We're going to burst. Burst, 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 burst. Why am I not seeing Death Wish? I bursted. Is Death Wish down? I guess Death Wish is down. I'm gonna hit the R key. And I'm gonna back up the hunters. Why are the hunters not? Oh, no, the hunters are backed up. Hunters are doing fine. Now the hunter's like, you're at pretty long range, sir. What? What? Really? Alright, so we're gonna have another wipe here because those Fire Lords pulled. All kinds of crap pulled, man. I actually usually do better on this pull than that, but we're just going to jump in the lava since this is going to be a wipe anyway, and we actually don't need to kill any of those other things, just the Magma Giant. So we'll just go wipe this one up. There's a lot of running back. It's kind of like Nax on vanilla gaming for me right now, just because the sketchiness of some of these pulls, and the sketchiness of my gear, and the sketchiness of my skills. Lots of sketchiness. So I have to deal with my sketchiness. But we're going to come around the corner and we are going to kill the flame imps with no deaths. I make this oath to you. No deaths on the flame imps. And yeah, I'm actually in the wrong gear for those Magma Giants, but it doesn't matter. My guys can heal through. I just stay in my fire gear right now. I wish I had my dark iron fire gear. I have to keep mining every dark iron node until I have stacks and stacks of dark iron, and then build my dark iron set, I guess. It's going to be, I almost have a 300 blacksmith. Of course, I'm told going from 300 blacksmith to 300 armorsmith is almost as hard as doing 300 blacksmith in the first place, which is terrifying to me because 300 blacksmith has been a royal pain in the ass with a lot of mining, and I really don't like that grindy part of the game at all. It's fine as some sort of barrier to entry, but you know, that's not the part of the game I'm interested in. I'm interested in actually attacking the bosses and seeing those purples drop. Who doesn't love that? It's like, you know, winning a jackpot in Vegas, or hitting the lottery, or, you know, finding that 7-point buck and downing him. Is it going to change your life? Not always. But is it fun every time? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it is fun every time. Except when you get so good that, you know, it becomes kind of routine, like it did on vanilla gaming. Like the challenge presented here on Project-Azeroth, it's a much harder molten core. The bosses are about the same. There may be some differences that make it harder here. I know for a fact there will be one difference that will make it much easier here, and that is on Major Domo I will be able to sheep all of the healers, and on vanilla gaming you can't sheep anything. The healers don't heal, mind you, but you can't sheep anything, so you have to tank everything, and that's 9 things you have to deal with, and they all hit pretty hard. I can solo that too, but I mean that's a Nax geared T1 geared raid, T1 AQ20. You know, it's got all that stuff. It's got all kinds of good gear in it. It makes a big difference. It does. I know that sounds obvious, but gear differences in vanilla are not nearly as drastic as you'll see later in later expansions. But it all adds up. And And so my raid on Vanilla Gaming is, I would say, you know, not judging by the DPS, mind you, but judging by the amount of, you know, just sheer resilience of my raid. I can take many pulls combined, like Magma Giant, Molten Giants, Core Hound or two, throw in an Annihilator, and I'll lose one guy. That's weird. Totemic, my enhancement shaman, is not dropping totems during the fight. I have to look at enhancement. I haven't really looked at it much lately. I may turn it off because I don't even know if I can. I don't know if I can afford a hole in my raid like that. He may go to healing. And Girdle of Prophecy. Hey guys, it is Monty Hall weekend. There's a lot of good drops happening right now. Everybody, get going. Jump on it. And we have got another Girdle of Prophecy. 2-set bonus, yes! There's no 2-set bonus. Vanilla, wow. MC is going smooth. We have wiped on trash, on the tough trash pulls. We have the normal wipes. There was one miss pull, but yeah, we're grinding our way into Magmadar, and the smoothness will stop there. We are going to see if we can kill Magmadar today with Skeleton as my main tank. By the way, we are now getting into the realm of surplus gear. Surplus D1 drops. So I just don't know what I'm going to do with them quite yet. I want to have giveaways. Let's see how it goes. I want to have giveaways. I also want my epic mounts. I haven't decided how I'm going to play that though. Oh, my poor kitty cat got dead. What's up? But all my hunters do have fast res except for one. And they are all in the end going to have fast res because the pets do so much damage. Yeah, you want the fast res, bro. Okay, somebody come loot this crap. Bam. We have a lockpicker now. We let nothing go to waste on this server because cash money is hard to come by. This is an Annihilator and another Annihilator. Those are easy. You don't have to stack, but you should hit the G key, which I've assigned to Decursive, to get rid of all of this very bad debuff from the Core Hound. There you go. Let's keep pulling. Pull like there's no mañana. Out of range. Is Strat a good run for gear? Hell yes. Strat is one of the very best runs for gear. It's also, you know, a more challenging type run until you get it squared away. They do like to pop those Eyes of Naxxramas, living or here guys, a lot. And so you need to be on your game and kill those guys. Otherwise, they have a little idiosyncrasy here where, you know how they summon gargoyles? Well, they just keep summoning gargoyles. Summon gargoyles, summon gargoyles, summon more gargoyles. Not in line of sight. But I'm telling you, man, Strat, dude, if you can get a Baron run on cooldown, It's awesome. Awesome gear. In fact, I attribute a lot of my success to gearing up in 2 instances, and that is Shilomance and Strat. Those two places will give you Molten Core worthy. They'll give you gear worthy of a boss in Molten Core, as you can see. I've killed Lucifron twice. I will continue to kill Lucifron until I stop failing on all the other bosses. And really tried hard at the hunter pull Gehennis yesterday, and I almost had it. It's a great strategy, by the way, where you just have a hunter kite Gehennis away on auto run, right? Super good strategy, works fantastic. But I kept screwing up the initial pull, and my very best pull last night. I mean, I was set. I had hand placed 40 people. I had hand placed 40 people in the raid, and they were all perfect. They were all far away from each other, but they were next to their shamans and stuff, and I body pulled and started it too early and ruined everything. No, I body pulled on an early one. The very best one where I hand placed everybody, it wasn't even that. I had my, you pull Gehennis up toward the front of the dungeon, right? And my tanks were standing there waiting for Gehennis to run by so they could taunt the Flame Wakers, right? They were standing just out of taunt range. And so the Flame Wakers trotted happily by and chased my hunter with Gehennis into doom. And yeah, that was it. And after that happened, after I'd spent so much time carefully setting up my guys, I just gave up and said, not tonight. Not tonight. It was sad. It was very sad. I'm halfway to a Thunder Fury on Vanilla Gaming, but I lost interest. I lost interest in doing Garr every week. I have to do Garr. He has the other half of my Thunder Fury, but yeah, I don't have high hopes that I will ever have enough interest to keep running things that long. I'm more into the can you down a boss, and then can you down a boss consistently, and then can you gear up an entire raid in T1, and then maybe later, and can you kill every boss in ZG, alright? And then maybe later, can you kill every boss in AQ20? I can kill 4. Can you kill a boss in AQ40? I know I can kill 1, but it's going to be hard, and it's going to take a lot of code. What am I doing? Dude, I'm just standing around flapping my lips. Let's pet pull. These are surgers, so you don't have to set up, you just stay stacked. Now, the challenge with this pull, there's so many things you can do wrong when you're multi-boxing. The challenge with this pull is if you pull too early, you will get flame imps. So you got to wait till he goes by the flame imps. And you got to make sure that you don't get flame imps. Just let him die. That's the safest thing to do. People are probably not standing in the right spot, so I'm gonna hit back up one time. And you can see the hunters, I mean, that's not just the hunters' pets. The hunters do very good damage with Raptor Strike and Mongoose Bite, and my code automatically senses that you're in melee range and switches to those. So, yeah, I know VG is poorly scripted and stuff, but you know what? People talk VG down, but there is no server that's been around longer. It is the most consistently stable server on the planet. And when you get into the 10 years old range, and they're close to 10 years now, when you get into 10 years and you've never been down and it looks like you're going to go another 10 years, that's pretty badass. So let's not be too hard on VG. And anyway, you know what? VG has its problems with scripting and stuff, but there are no real showstoppers. There's no showstoppers. The closest thing I was gonna say, the closest thing I was gonna call a showstopper for my realm of knowledge is, was Major Domo. I felt like Major Domo was too hard for a lot of raids. Just not even multi-boxers, but for a lot of raids. But I mean, a lot of people are doing it. I solo it, so it can't be that hard. Just bring a lot of tanks. Bring a lot of tanks, and you'll be fine. Alright, there's more surgers to pull. Yeah, how do I get the dual talents? How do I get the dual talents? I didn't see it when I went to my trainer. So is it somewhere else? Eli's really excited about that. In fact, I probably should do that for my stupid druid tanks until they get their Staff of Warden. I think you can't even have druid tanks until you get Staff of Warden and Cloak of Warden. You can't even be a druid tank. This is going to be 2 surgers. Let's crowd control 1. And we got too far apart. I'm going to try and res me. Is Rebirth working? Yes, Rebirth is working, but the problem with Rebirth is I just realized what the problem with Rebirth is. They won't do it while they're casting. You want Rebirth, right? But if they're casting and you're hitting the Rebirth res, they're going to ignore you. They're going to say, "Hey, I'm busy. I'm busy." Each one of my caster programs, each one of my tune programs has at the very beginning, if I am busy, then don't do anything. And casting a heal spell definitely makes you return busy. So what I should do in that case, golly, Fury swipes, man. Quit taunting. You know what? I'm going to take taunt out of their frickin'. Alright, so near the warrior training place, Valley of Honor, I get my dual spec. That's kind of like what they did in, that's how they did it. Blood of the Mountain. That is how they did it in Burning Crusade. I wonder if they just, like, used the Burning Crusade code or something. I don't know how it all works. I don't know how it all works. I write a lot of Lua code, but it has nothing to do with the way they run the server. I have run a server. I have my own server, but I don't know much about how to hack it or change it or do anything to it, really. And you know, I have no interest in being a GM on any server that I'm actually playing on. Because if I'm a GM, I mean, people will just say, "Hey, oh yeah, you can multi-box. Yeah, you're a GM. You just give yourself everything." I don't get nothing, man. I don't get nothing. When you run past these flame imps, it's best for you to just get rid of your pets. Especially if you are running in the other direction. You will almost always pull them, and I don't know why, but it should be better in the other direction, not worse. But you will almost always pull them running around that corner in the other direction. You buy it for 50 gold. Oh, I'm not prepared to spend that kind of money. I certainly will not be dual specking everybody if it costs 50 gold on this server. Hell no. But I appreciate that it's there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, oh man, they're charging too much, blah, blah, blah. No. I'm just saying. It's fine. It's fine for 1Bs, 1 boxers. I'm saving up for my epic mount. And yeah, if I'm honest, I'm saving up for the rest of my spell training. Because there's still plenty of guys who haven't trained every spell in the repertoire. They've only really trained what I use. And oh, no doubt it's useful. I have no doubt in the world that it's useful. Okay, do we have a Surger? Looks like we don't. Okay, so how I do this, I really don't have this down quite yet. But I open with Alt-3. And I just try to get them all on me. And then when some get back there, I just hit... look at this. This is going really well. I'm going to keep my oath. I am going to keep my... Man, I am tanking well. Notice I didn't even bring the... I didn't even bring the melee up. Because the melee get hammered by these Flame Imp auras. But look at this, folks. Folks, tell my story. Tell my story. Sing my praises. This is Flame Imps on Sholomance and Strat Gear. No deaths. Yeah! Yeah! That's it! That's one, man! Yeah! That's right. Ah! That was good. Oh, crap. My shit's doing that thing. Eli and I have spotted a new weird thing that that the windows are doing, but I'm going to get out of here and get into Magmadar's Cavern. Oh. I'm running down here like, oh man, Lucifron's going to get me. Lucifron's going to get me. Oh, he's going to get me. See, something's happening. Something's happening to my windows. They get all crazy, and it's like, ugh. Let's close it. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know what's happening to the window sometimes like that when it gets in that mode. That's something new. Right. It starts getting in this spinny mode. But I have Eversmile on a control key, so let's kill some Corehound packs. What are they called? Yeah, Corehound packs. And I will show you guys how I do it. Seems reasonable. And you guys can tell me if I'm doing it wrong. Okay. What I do is I back the hunters up. I turn on my Skurlock. First of all, I should turn on my Skurlock. I back the hunters up because they're important. And then I'll shoot the Corehounds, and I'm going to open with Alt-3 and get all the tanks, you know, with some aggro on them. And very quickly I'm going to let go and just hit the 2 key, right, till a Corehound's half dead. Then I'm going to hit Alt-1 to make force people to change targets on another Corehound until he's half dead. And then I'm going to hit Alt-1, half dead that guy. And I'm going to do that on all of the Corehounds. Starlight's tanking. What a dumbass. You don't know no better. I should have, like, if you are a druid tank and you don't have Warden Staff, never ever taunt, you dumbass. Okay. Now they're all kind of down, so now I'm going to start switching targets and get them down a little bit more. And once they're down to about 16th, I'm just going to hit the 4 button, and we're going to burn them down with the 5 key. Boom. The only people that died are our... Whoa, 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 whoa. Keep healing. Actually, all my tanks died. That was not cool. Not cool. Not cool at all. You have to keep healing to this frickin' serrated bite. 13,000 damage inflicted over 30 seconds. I had a lot of serrated bites on me, bro. You got the death grips and strat. I put those in my bank. They're for PvP, really. Unless you can think of a boss that disarms you. But I do love the death grips, and I certainly did not vendor them. Death grips are great. Uh-oh, I'm getting the blizzard. The blizzard GUI problem. That sucks. Maybe if I reload my GUI. Bam. This will go away. Sometimes the blizzard unit frames have some sort of issue. And I'm gonna... Ah, look at that. Reloading makes it go away. Good on me. Good on me, mate. I'm smart. We gotta get through these packs a little faster, bro. Damn, bro, you're going so slow. My raid would have already been through and done with Magmadar by now. Done with Magmadar. Me. It's a hard fight, bro. It's a plan. Am I thinking of the wrong thing? I'm thinking of the disarm immune gloves, right? Didn't I get those in strat? I don't know. Oh, Tank Boy, yes. All right, let me ask him if he's on the stream. I think I actually have that drop too. I think I do have that drop too, and we are going to make that. We are definitely going to make that because Eli's just interested in it. So we're going to make our invulnerable mail. I mean, I am going to be an armor. I am heading toward armorsmith on skeletons. So there you go. Let's get the next core pack. The core packs don't have to be stressful. You just got to be kind of pro with them. Now that will stress a guy out is having the hunter's pull. That's not good. And it's important just to use the 2 key, by the way. I'm doing this one really bad. The 2 key doesn't do multi-shot, and it doesn't do swipe. The druids won't swipe, and of course the mages won't do anything that hits multiple targets. But yeah, you really do need to... Let's back up just a little bit, because these guys are not getting damage done to them. Alright, we're down to about AoE range, so we're going to just AoE them the rest of the way. As long as you're in combat, you're going to heal with the 2 button. If you try to go to the 1 button while you're in combat, guess what? You're not going to heal. Once combat's over, you can just do Alt-1 with my latest code. All healing happens on Alt-1. Woo! How much is this? Ah, that was a big number. That was a big number. I should just leave Fury Swipes dead. Oh, that's you. All right, all right. Oh, okay. All right. Don't whisper me in game, sucker. If you're on the stream. You made me turn off my scroll lock. It's a good thing I didn't wipe. I almost wiped there. Dude, I am so happy that I killed the lava imp pole, the flame imp pole, on the stream live. If this stream goes 2 hours, though, it's going to get cut off. Nobody's ever going to know. No, you know what? Legged, we already have that. We do already have the invulnerable mail. Those plans did drop for us, so I do not think we need them. So, let's talk about surplus gear. I now have surplus Cenarian. I think I have surplus might. I have a surplus might bracer, I think, in the bags. Find might. Yeah, I do think I have surplus might in the bag. One of these. Soulbound. Yeah, that one's BOE. I have surplus. I already said Giant Stalker, Might, Cenarian, and very soon I will have surplus Night Slayer because all my Night Slayer bracers are filled. Yeah, dibs. Alright. Focus, Todd. Focus. Now this time, don't let the hunters go in so early. And scroll lock is off. I was going to wipe again. I was totally going to wipe again. Do not let the hunters go in so early. Hold Alt 3 until you know everybody's had a swipe. Because the druid's swiping on Alt 3. Then you can... Oh, don't...
User entered your channel.
Don't open with... And fucking the hunters pulled anyway. Wow. Get over here, sucker.
How much of the train wreck have I missed?
Hey, man, it's not a train wreck today. I resent that. I resent that remark. Yeah. It's been very smooth. Sobriety? No. It's not exactly a sober day, but it's definitely not going to be a... it's not going to be a crazy day. That's for sure.
Not a Jim Leahy day.
No. I've had about enough of those days. Oh, God. Come over here, you.
The trick is you gotta finish the trash before you drink yourself, like out of boredom.
Yeah, exactly. Eversma died. So I'm using Battlefield to finish this one off. I don't think it's going to be an issue. We're just going to get them down a little bit more before we hit the 5 button and burn them. Because I'm not really happy with what I'm seeing here as far as positioning. But those hunter pets are basically taking care of business for us, so we're going to go 5 now. And we lost a bunch of guys. Oh shit. Oh. Got turned around, thought the hunter pets were running off, pulling another core hound pack, and we were like, no! My healers are kind of letting me down today. I'm gonna say, yes, I know the Rens are harsh, all right, but still, I'm carrying now, I think 11 healers. Uh-oh, somebody's talking about me. Found him on YouTube. Go to YouTube, watch my stream. Don't just talk about me behind my back, sucker. And my beer is actually empty, so... Oh, geez, there's 2 more packs. Wow. Thanks, Blizz. That's what people want to do. They want to clear core hound packs. Blizzard figured it out pretty quick that this is this is not what people want to do. And then they made something called AQ20, where you could go from one boss to the other without killing a single mob. And they realized, oh man, that's awesome. Everybody realized that's awesome.
Unless you want to do a Syrian, then you have to clear like a fucking square mile.
Yeah, and each mob you have to clear is like a raid boss in itself, and even has a bigwigs program for it. But I can do it. I've never tried those. I do the. He said do. I do the 4-packs at the beginning of AQ40. I can do those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just kill them all at the same time?
No, you got to do them right, man. You got to kill the right one first. And no, you can't. Not with my gear. You can't just AoE those suckers down.
Well, you don't AoE them down, but you just get them low with the right people. It's when you're doing it with 40 people, you can do it that way. But
really,
would be.
No, I mean we could program that. We could code that up and divide the DPS. I never thought about it, but is that what people do in raid?
If you can heal, like keep your healing up through it, because I think it's kind of hard on the healing to do it that way. But then it's just like less chaotic.
Okay, I'm keeping the hunters in because I was just like being way too. I was way too stressed with the core hounds pulling on my healers, so screw it. I'm keeping them in. And this is much less stressful. Thank you very much. Burn them. Just use my last stand. That's not good. At least it's kind of a short cooldown. What's up, Top Locks? The ads spawned by Aussie Trash are fearable. A lot of groups I join don't seem to know that. That would be a major benefit to know for me, because I can assign fear targets. That's all coded in to 5-minute multiboxing, my informal multiboxing code. And yeah, that would be a major boon to me. Before I went on a break from vanilla gaming, I was trying to get Moam on farm. I've only killed Moam once or twice. I certainly would not classify him as on farm, but I would have liked to have him on farm. He's not on farm.
You had to like mana drain him or something, right?
Yeah, you have to mana drain him. You have to keep him below 50% or 75%, whatever it is, man. You have to keep him below 100%. So you start at like 50% or 75%. You start draining, but if he's below that, then shoot your spells, go nuts. Top Locks, what's up, man? You've never seen somebody rolling 40 boxes by himself before? Come on. That's what we do. I'm not even the only one on this server who does it. Actually, there's a guy on the server using my stuff. He's a great guy.
Is it the Dream Team guy?
He is Tank Che, I believe is his name. And he's rolling 40 boxes. And he's ahead of me in Molten Core now because he did get Gehenna's down. So I'm actually behind to one of my disciples. I feel bad. I'm bad, and I should feel bad, and I do feel bad.
Now I saw that guy's raid though. He like really, I think, geared his guys out in 5 and 10 mans.
Did he though? I mean,
From what I saw,
he's been playing on this server only about as long as I have, bro.
I saw a bunch of those Baron robes because those things stand out. Like that,
Oh, you saw
like
some Baron
green.
robes?
Like
Yeah.
all his healers had the Baron robe.
Oh, really? Oh man, that's great. That is great. I was happy to get one.
A bunch of Crimson Fell hats. There's like 10 of them.
Yes. Yes. Crimson Velvet hat. We have to have those on all our guys, and we've been running that. Eli's been doing a great job getting that gear and getting things going. The Assyrian trash ads are fearable on Light's Hope, by the way. I don't know what server you're on. Oh, no, we're talking about Vanilla Gaming, bro. I've seen quad boxers, that's it. Quad 10s, baby. I multi-box on, although I can run 40 boxes on this computer, which is an Intel 4-core 7700K, running around 4.8 gigahertz. It's not pleasant. You can see, if you go to my Twitch account, if you look for Fury Swipes on Twitch, I quit Twitch, but there's still some videos up there on Twitch. You can see me 40 boxing on this computer at once. But it's much smoother if you use multiple computers. Like I use 3 computers. One right here, one right here, one right in front of me. And I really need more monitors. I need a second monitor just on this computer to run my my OBS, my video stuff. But I'm doing it all on this one monitor just because it's giant. It's a 55-inch 4K staring me right in the face. So it may look like a lot of tiny windows to you, but to me, the main window, this Eversmile window right in the middle, is as big as a monitor that I used to use. I mean, for work every day. So it's large format. Let's put it that way. All right. So what we're going to do today on Magmadar, what we're going to do is we are going to go with, in fact, I'm going to swap windows. I'm going to move Eversmile over here. Eversmile must decrease while skeleton must increase. I'm going to move the retard tanks back, way back. They may be able to dive in and save us right at the end when tanks are going down left and right. But I have low hopes. This is such a fucking hard fight, even with my well-geared raid. Don't even dream I'm gonna do this, because it is extremely hard. And what I'm looking for here is maybe not a kill, but something that gives me some feeling that I'm gonna get a kill in the near future. You know, I want a feeling that, yep, if I play it right, I can kill this guy on this server. And for me, that will be a fallback victory. Of course I want to kill, but I'm also realistic. All right, Skeleton's dedicated healer is who? I don't even remember. Skeleton's dedicated healer is Refill. Ooh, he's not very... I guess he's okay. I guess he's okay. So Refill's going to go up. Dedicated healers in my software, in my multi-boxing code, which, by the way, is simply an overlay. It's simply a code module you put in Super Macro, the vanilla add-on. Super Macro is just a vanilla add-on, and yeah, just throw that in there. Wind Furious is his shaman, so he's going to be dropping the Tremor Totem behind him. So I'm going to move him over there. So the reason I'm moving refill over here. And you know what? I'm going to throw a raid target icon on refill. Bing! The reason refill's there is to heal me. To heal me when I go out of range. Alright? He's going to get feared, but hopefully the tremor totem that Wind Furious drops is going to cure him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take him out of range, and in fact, let's check our range. I check my range with Rain of Fire. I just look at the Rain of Fire and see the limit of Rain of Fire and see if we're in the right spot. And we're not in the right spot, so I'm going to say, everybody, go forward just a little bit. Oh, refill's going to come back because I got to bring everybody back and get us position. I go up until Rain of Fire just touches the rune on the ground. All right. If you have a micro center near you, they make several levels of builds and they don't install a bunch of shit in them. It looks overwhelming on my screen. I'm playing on a 4-year-old Dell from Best Buy and it's crap. The only PC game I play is WoW. And do you think you could recommend somewhere to find a $1,000 PC? I mean, you build your own. You can build a $1,000 PC that will run 20 boxes in its sleep, all right? 20 boxes, no problem. 40 boxes, probably not. Probably not.
That's what I was saying, Micro Center, because I always used to build my PCs, but then when I saw how they do it, it's just easier, saves the time.
You know what? We don't even have those up here, so.
And they give you like a warranty, and yeah, it's pretty good. You might be able to order one.
Okay, it's been a while since I've actually done this boss, so I may actually have to have a try just to remember what to do.
Yeah, you have to trank him and he fears, right? That's the whole thing.
The trank will happen automatically. I've got 2 guys with trank shot. But you know, you won't always have the trank happen right away, so you do have to take some berserkiness. You have to be able to take some of that. And I just leave everybody back there. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. It looks like on this server, I pulled him once. It looks like on this server, he fears early. And he doesn't fear, and VG does it, the bigwigs doesn't get it right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open with Will of the Forsaken and see if I can use Will of the Forsaken to cure 1 fear. Then I'll do my Berserker Rage for the next fear. All right, here we go. This is Magmadar. First real try on Project-Azeroth. I just pop Will of the Forsaken. AoE Fear. It says AoE Fear in 12 seconds, and refill is not pulling it off. No, nobody got burned. So I'm going to come back here. Why is everybody dying? What? I have no idea why everybody's dying. So I'm just gonna come over here and figure out why is everybody dying. Oh, they do the, oh my gosh, guys, they do the lava pools on this server. That isn't enabled on vanilla gaming. So I have to strafe out of the lava pools. Not a big deal. We can get that done. Fine. It will make it just a bit harder. And I think I might have to turn my graphics up a little bit because that pool, those lava pools don't really look all those visible to me.
Yeah, max spell detail on all boxes. That'll help you keep things moving fast.
Max spell detail on my main box maybe, but the thing is, if I put some graphical setting on my main box, it's gonna eventually go to all the boxes on this system, and I don't like max spell detail on everything. Things tend to run a bit slower. I guess I could do it. It's not really that bad. All right, so we learned something, guys. We have to strafe out of the lava pools. Magmadar's already super hard, so I'm not sure if I can handle that. I'm not sure if I can handle that. We're gonna have to see if that's something that I can handle. One of the great things that you'll find on this server, Project-Azeroth, is that when you're in a 5-man, 10-man, or 15-man raid, when you log out gracefully and log back in, it puts you standing outside of the instance you were in. All right, it's a great way to go back to the beginning when you've finished a large instance like BRD or Strat. You simply gracefully log out all your guys, log back in, boom, you're at the beginning. Reset, repeat. It's fantastic. Does not work for Molten Core. So to get out of here, we either have to die and run back, or and we can die and run back. If we do kill Magmadar, we can all just. I think there is.
Does it just not work, or do you come back in the lava?
It does. It just doesn't do anything. It puts you back exactly where you were at, which is probably good. That's probably the right thing to do for a raid like Molten Core. I would not want to be ported back to the beginning when I didn't want to be, because the trash might be respawned back at the beginning. All right, slowly but surely we are getting up. So I wonder if we should spread out and then just try to heal through the lava pools. Or maybe I'll just...
I was thinking too, yeah, the lava pool spawns on a person, right?
It spawns on a person,
everybody
right?
Gets it.
So I think we may have to do the spread out thing. That might be smarter. But the good news is that fight started well. That fight started really well. And it looks like we are going to be able to do that part of it. No problem.
So when you got Lucifron last night, you didn't get a pattern?
No, I didn't get a pattern, man. I did not get a pattern.
That was weird after you got 2 the first time.
I already got the
that
2
just
best
must have
patterns.
been real lucky.
What else were you looking for? Oh, you were looking for enchants. Do they drop enchant patterns, though?
I think the 30 spell power and 55 of healing drops an MC.
Dude, what do you base that on? I don't even think that exists.
I don't know, but I was looking at the just like the database in the WoW Wikipedia tells us the patch that stuff is added on. You can look at it again.
I don't remember ever seeing that ever. I got the big healing myself in AQ20. The first time I downed a boss, that one dropped. Forget which one it was though.
Yeah, it said it was added in 1.4.
Really?
And it drops in Molten Core.
Huh. Alright, I'll look out for it, of course.
Unless this is totally wrong. But if that's the case, someone in TDA should have it too. They should have more than one.
Yeah, that's... I mean, if you just inspect somebody who's a healer, and they have it, then there you go. Alright, we're gonna do this a bit differently now. We're gonna do the single file line thing. F12, and people will start following by party. Whoa. Okay. And when they stop following, I'll just make another row. Like that. Those rows are probably too close together. Okay, do a right face. Let's back up just a little bit. Yeah, I wish those rows had been a bit further apart. But that's all right. We're just gonna. This is a test pull anyway. We're just gonna see if this even has the potential to work. Refill is gonna move up again. Wind Furious is going to be his boy, and this should be interesting. All right, let me see how far away we are. That'll kind of tell me where I tank him. It's about right. It's about right. So just on the other side of that glyph should be where to keep him. So trying again, guys. Here we go. Totally lost Magmadar. Totally got everybody feared. I didn't open up with alt down like a noob. So that's gonna probably be a wipe. I don't know. I'm gonna try and we'll see what happens. Everybody's really spread out now.
Is there any way to like get people facing the right way after that?
Yeah, you have
manually.
You have somebody, call them all together. But for this one, that's probably a bad thing. That's probably a bad thing because once you call them all together, they'll stand on a lava pond, and it'll be bad. All right, that was just me being unpro. That was not savvy. I thought I opened with alt, but I think I let somebody shoot really early before I even had a Sunder. Not good. Don't do it that way. All right, let's see if we can get everybody together so that at least rezzing will be okay. There's some people way the hell back there. That's gonna be an issue. Look at this guy. Look at these clowns. Look at this clown. Look at this guy. That guy's cooking in a lava pond. We may have to run a few guys back who we can't get to and just summon them with the warlocks. It's all right. Finish killing everybody. Start dying, you fools.
Yeah, it's funny how sometimes like the mobs one-shot your tank and then they sit there and take 10 shots to kill a fucking mage.
That is a really good point. And that has always bugged me off and on, jeez.
I'm already mad because I wiped, and now I'm sitting here getting more pissed off as they can't kill my cloth.
Lucifron goes in and takes forever to kill my raid when we start to wipe. Yeah, that's really frustrating. Frustrating. Oh man, and now it's bad TV. Look at this guy. Hello. I'll just lay here. The good thing about this server, though, by comparison, is that you can res somebody who's dead right next to a creature, and it won't aggro that creature. On Vanilla Gaming, you better release before somebody reses you. Otherwise, you will be starting the fight again. Why is Everglades up? Did he not die? I think he died. He got a res for some reason. Alright, everybody drink, and we're going to do some serious resing.
I did DM East a couple times. That wasn't so bad. And when I went into West, I didn't really remember how the trash works. Like, you just sit at the entrance and you gotta kill like 10 of the trees that pad around, right?
Right.
So after I killed those trees, I thought I had to kill like all the other trees too, like the smaller packs. And I started fighting one of them. It was like 3 healer trees and 1 regular tree.
Oh, really?
For like 20 minutes, I was just fighting them, and I couldn't even kill one. Like, I would get to 1%, and they would just shoot back up.
Oh my gosh.
And then I realized, oh no, I just skipped
gosh.
these mobs.
The healer trees. That's
Those fuckers. I don't know if all the packs have 3 of them, but if they have 2, you could probably kill them. But when they have 3, oh man.
Everybody's scattered about here. I have to figure out who I'm rezzing. Actually, I can't even use my rezzing program because everybody's just so scattered.
I have no idea how I'm gonna kill all the elementals around all like the pylons, because there's like 6 or 7 elites. I don't know how you kill those without dying.
I don't remember those being that big of a deal when I was doing it on live. I do not remember those being that big a deal. You just tank them, and they're not that hard. They're not as hard as it seems. Res the guys in the dresses. I'm rezzing the guys in the dresses. Mindflay, start rezzing. Do your job. Do your job.
What do you think's a good price to ask for on that 4s I got?
A good price to ask for the what?
For this server, the 4s. I'm not gonna use it.
The 4s. The 4s.
Compendium.
Oh, okay, 4. Okay. Dude, I don't know if it's gonna sell. I just don't know if it's even gonna sell. I think you should start high and work your way down. Everybody knows that, you know, the Bloodlord's sword is coming next patch. So I feel like it's a collector's item really more than anything else. Bloodlord's Defender is a better weapon and much, much easier to get. Oh. I'm sure you were excited to get that drop, and it is purple and all, but you do have to kill Onyxia for it.
Oh, just for somebody to buy it. That could be a mount, man.
That could be a mount. You think somebody would pay 1,000 gold for that? I don't think so. I don't think so. Especially not on this weekend where they're doubling all loot. So everybody really needs to just chill and see what's going on with the loot this weekend. Because I've had a lot of epic drops on the trash coming in to MC tonight. So I'm willing to say that they've probably done something. They said they were going to turn up the greens on low-level mobs, right? But I feel like the trash here is dropping an elevated rate of T1. Not complaining, mind you.
Do you have a bunch of prophecy bracers yet?
What's up, Nina? This is Project-Azeroth. Yes, dude, I have double prophecy on 3 guys now, I think. Prophecy.
I got a bunch of living essence, so I can enchant
prophecy,
those now.
Prophecy. Oh, you got the living essences.
I got like 20 of them in 2 runs. There's a shitload in
Oh
there.
my gosh, that is huge. You know how much those cost on vanilla gaming? It's just ludicrous.
Actually, there's a lot of them, a lot of essence. I know you don't have any gold.
Oh,
There
there's
wasn't that.
essence on the auction house here?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
that Lloyd guy and Bank Gubin. There's like 3 guys that just have everything.
Lloyd. Lloyd, give me your stuff, Lloyd. Lloyd sells a lot of stuff here. I think. I think he's selling stuff. Is he selling stuff? I'm not selling anything. I haven't sold a single GD item. And I put up a bunch of stuff and nothing sold. 0 for everything. So, what the hell, man? When ZG comes out, I'm going to make everybody pay, though. This economy will be ruined. Because, you know, there's going to be the haves and the have-nots. The haves will be able to fill their bags with BGs and coins, and the have-nots will be buying our BGs and coins. And then we will have
At this
more.
point, the server might be all multi-boxers, though.
Pretty much. You know it is. You know it is. Yeah, so... Oh, man. That was a rough res, guys. That was a rough res. And there's guys back
Yeah,
there. I
you
think
just
I
need
may
an
just run these guys.
You need an Arduino just sending a 3 10 times a second to the USB port for you, so you don't have to press it 500 times.
I actually think I can res most all of these guys. Alright, so what
You
went
know,
wrong? What went wrong there? Let's talk about it.
you fucked up the pull.
I screwed up the pull. I screwed up the pull and let Mindflay pull from me. Mindflay's a Shadow Priest. There's no possible way a Shadow Priest should be pulling on me at the beginning of the fight. He is very well geared, but he should
If
not
you put
be given that chance.
Mind Blast crit.
Yeah, well, he should be mind blasting until, you know, I have things well in
Oh,
hand.
dude, you know what? You know what? This is another problem with specking your Shadow Priest Holy Nova is you can't take Martyrdom. Because Mind Blast is a high threat move. It's like a Searing Pain, I think.
I don't actually use Mind Blast. I don't think. I can take
Oh,
Mind
okay.
Blast out. I can actually take Mind Blast out if I'm using it. Normally I don't use it. I just like go with Mind Flay. But I think I recently put it in, so I tell a lie, I think. You know what? I'm not even going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it. There is no biscuit. I'm going to go ahead and run Badlands back. So, I mean, one guy stuck. That's not terrible. It's not terrible, but it is going to take me another minute to get him back in the game. Meanwhile, I can be buffing. So, it won't be a total loss. I will buff my shit up. There we go. So buffing while running Badlands back. I'm multitasking. I'm multi-boxing. This is legit multi-boxing right here. Pressing the 1 key while steering my ghost. Yes! Dude, I know how to play video games, bro. Don't think I don't. Don't think I don't. And then we just summon in Badlands and screw it. He goes without buffs. I don't care. We ain't gonna win anyway. But I gotta get this pull down right. And I'm gonna make the 2 lines that I make, I'm gonna make them a bit further apart than I did. That's another thing. My 2 lines are gonna be about 10 yards apart. That way, when a pool spawns, only one guy will die, or maybe he won't die, I don't know. I will try to move people out of the pools. I notice the pools never despawn, so it's probably going to behoove me to move people out of the pools. And I'm just going to try and, I'm just going to try and be good and look at the boxes and see who's in the pool and try and move them out. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. So, as if I needed any more difficulty setting on Magmadar, we get higher difficulty on this server. Magmadar may just have to wait until I have a lot better gear.
Fire ward and ice barrier.
I could throw fire ward in. I did throw fire ward in finally for Gehennis. I only do fire ward if tank target is Gehennis, but you know what? Now that you mention it, I will do fire ward for tank target.
How long does that last? It lasts like a minute, right? Yeah.
30 seconds. 30 seconds with a 30-second cooldown. But I mean, it's just there to save you from one thing, you know, from one hit, and it might just save him long enough for. Alright, so I'll say if tank target is Gehennis or tank target is Magmadar, then fire ward sucker. And I have to reset all the mages. Reset. 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 The file I'm changing, by the way, is smextend.lua, which is the customization file that comes with Super Macro. So if you download the Super Macro add-on, you are going to get a blank smextend.lua. It's just an extension file. It allows you to extend the macros. And you can now, in my latest release, simply take my smextend.lua and you are up and running multiboxing. You have all my shit except for quick heal. I have modified. All right, so take my quick heal. That one I've modified. You'll need that. All right, let's make our line. We're going to make a semicircular line like we do on Shazra. Man, this is going to be hard. Does Shazra have any, like, lava pools I have to worry about, or can I do Shazra the same way as vanilla gaming? That should be interesting to find out. You know what, I'm going to run this line behind the other line, because I think the other line is already too close. Does that look beautiful or what? Oh, yes. Not great. It's not great, if I'm honest. But we're going to do a right face, and we're going to try hard anyhow. I'm going to do my little inspection. We fight for freedom! They cannot take our epics from us! Let's do refill. We're going to move refill up. Wind Furious is already close enough to refill, so whatever. Okay, we are ready. Thank you for waiting, people. Okay, let's see if I can start this and not let my raid get killed. All right, we're starting right now. Holding Alt 2, I'm going to hit lights came. Oh, geez. Okay. That didn't work super great. 25 seconds to fear. Oh, come on! Really? Starlight. 18 seconds to fear. Battlefields. Healer. See, I have this bad habit of letting go of... see, battlefield is out of range.
When you lined up that way, were all the healers in the middle of the line?
Whoa, hey, we failed! No! No, 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 no. Alright, guys. I gave it a shot. Alright, this is gonna be hard. But actually, you know what? It wasn't the lava pools that killed me. It was just playing badly that killed me. I just need... What I need to do is... And here's how I do this. When I have a boss that I'm new on, I don't live stream it. I just go off on my own and just do it over and over again. Boop, die. Pull, die. Pull, die. Pull, die. 20 times. I'll do it 20 times. I'll port back. I'll repair my armor. Come back, do it some more. Because sometimes that's what you need to get it right. And, of course, I'll record every time. And when I get it right, you know, I put the recording up like, first try. There you go. And, you know, like I'm a big awesome gamer dude. So, CVST, HBR, that's awesome. Nina says, I'm coming to with one character to have some fun. If it will end up in raid with you, for example, will give the gear drop if you already have that stuff. Yeah,
Not if and only if.
If and only if. When I'm rolling with people, and I do bring people through. I do bring people through the dungeons. If I have that slot filled up, then the people with me do get the drops, right? No doubt about it. But my guys normally get priority unless, here's the exception, if somebody's bringing like 10 in, a multi-boxer is bringing 10 in, I will roll against him. And maybe we'll make the roll weighted for how many boxers he brought in, you know. It's only fair. Because if someone brings 10 in, they're really pulling a heavy load there. So let's go do Gehennis. Actually, let's go do Garr. Forget Gehennis. Gehennis takes too much setup. Garr takes no setup at all. We're going to go try Garr, guys. But that means we got to slog through a crap load of mobs to get there. So bear with me while we fight our way over to Garr. And we will... I think we're going to have a really good shot at Garr. I'm very, very good at Garr. Okay? Almost never die to Garr. Only the unexpected that has to do with Project-Azeroth will frustrate me on Garr here. If there's some mechanism that works differently, that's the only thing that's going to keep me from getting my Helm of Might. So... How many do you have at the moment? I have 40 people. Yeah, I've got 40 people, but I don't have 40 T1 geared people. I got like 3 people with 3 set bonuses. So, and your question, how can I compete with you if you are doing this and make a raid full of gear? You can't. You can't compete with me. Nobody can. Actually, that one guy, he's actually ahead of me, so he's competing very well. Another 40 boxer actually has 2 bosses down in here. So, grats to him. I hate you. I hate you. Now I gotta catch up. I couldn't sleep last night thinking about that. I seriously couldn't. I was like, I was up till 4 a.m. thinking, damn it, I couldn't get Gehennis today. I'm a loser. I hate myself. I hate my life. I'm gonna kill myself. And I didn't kill myself. I just decided I'm going to come back better than ever, baby. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back better than ever. but I can regain a tie if I can kill Garr tonight. I know I can kill Gehennis. All right, there's no question about it. He's doable. I was close. I was very, very close. The only thing that stopped me on my really good pull of Gehennis was I was too lazy to organize my guys. I was too lazy to move them around. And by the way, thanks Chaos for no trash being here now. Look at this. The trash is still clear. Chaos has given me 2 to 3 hours of peace after clearing light trash, which is Blizz-like. It is vanilla-like. And that's what it used to be in the day. But when I first got to this server, I mean, the trash is back in 15 minutes, and it was just like I was gonna actually quit the server. I was just about done because I do not want to clear trash over and over again. So let's see if we can find our way down here without having to do that double Fire Lord pull. Oh my gosh. Just walk right by them, maybe? What?
Did you see the video of the girl puking at the March for Life speech yet?
I did see that. I did just happen to see it because it was on Reddit. And I did see that. So I didn't get a good angle of the actual puke, though. So if somebody has a better angle, I want to see the puke coming out.
I just love the black chick doing the fist pump at the end. Like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, puke for life. I normally don't like watching people throw up, but that one you couldn't see anything, so.
Yeah, and someone took it and like overdubbed it with like a bunch of puking noise.
This girl here, she's like, tried to hack his code, talking about the guy who's ahead of me. That's what Eli was saying. Eli was saying, yeah, just give him a new release that says, you know, if your name is this guy, then commit suicide. Pull everything in the raid. We were going to do that for the PvP code in AV. We're going to be like, if targeting anybody from my raid, then clear target. So you would never be able to target me.
Delete everything off your bars too. So there's no chance.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to make Skeleton my my third tank again. So Skeleton's tanking this. He did a good job. Good job, Skeleton. You live! Oh, sheesh. Keep healing him, though. Ever smile, come back. Skeleton.
So are you saying we only need 15 on Alliance to get AV to pop?
You only need 15% to get AV to pop. How about that?
Ah, man.
That's a great crowd, 15 versus 15. But I tell you what, we told everybody that we were going to pop AV the other night. This is about a week ago, right? And Eli's on. He's like, he wants to do AV. So he gets on World Chat and he says, hey, I'm starting an AV. Who's interested? And, you know, there was one guy who chimed in, I'd be interested in blah, 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 right? And the World Chat is shared between Alliance and Horde. So there we are. There seemed to be some interest, right? We queue everybody. We queue 40. I just assigned a hotkey key to it. So Control A queues everybody for AV, right? We stayed queued for AV all night. 15 Alliance did not queue for AV that whole night. So it never popped. So I really don't know how live this server is yet. You guys gotta, all you guys listening, gotta get friends on this server and make it live. Let's make it live. It's a good server. It's a fine server. It's going to be very challenging to get through these bosses. But I tell you what, when ZG comes out, man, ZG is in trouble. Because we are geared way better than we ever were when we first started CG on vanilla gaming. And the only mechanisms that aren't really working well on vanilla gaming is Hakar. the Hakar blood poisoning mechanism. I may not be able to kill Hakar anymore, all right, because I'll have to do the blood poisoning mechanism. That may be too hard for me. We'll see. We'll see. Surely the blood poisoning mechanism will work here, and that's going to be quite the challenge for a guy like me. Happy Saturday night, Sunday morning, Europe. Saturday night
there
here.
Would be a clever way to do that. Like you could have 400 pets down there.
I don't even.
Stay.
You know what? When it comes right down to it, I don't even remember what it was. When he starts, you have to stay poisoned, and when he starts to drain your blood, what that's.
You have to pull one of them up.
Why not just stay poisoned? I thought we just stayed poisoned, and didn't cure the poison to start the fight. I don't know.
I don't remember the mechanic, but I think you.
Because he drains your blood. He drains your blood at the end, and it's important that you have poisoned blood when he drains you, because that does damage to him instead of healing him.
Oh yeah, you had to pull the serpents up to poison you, right? So that you just had to have like 100 do it every time he was gonna drain.
Maybe. I thought you could keep the poison on you before starting the fight. All right, Molten Giant's easy. LOL, Alliance doesn't do anything but PvE really. As far as NA, I am usually the only person on during the evenings on North America. The Alliance are just PvPing. Well, that's the thing. We got to get an Alliance team going for fun, not for. I'm not talking about win trading. I'm just talking about let's have a real Alliance team on the other side for fun, and you can gear that entire. In fact, we're going to start it. I think we're going to start it this weekend. We're going to start our own.
Just make the hotkey.net public. Everyone can level it.
The hotkey.net is oh. You know what? Eli said that. That was Eli's idea. He said, let's make a public Alliance raid and just give everybody the passwords, right? But I put the kibosh on that and said, no, man. Nefarious people will use it for win trading. That's all they'll use it for. Win trading is already, win trading and boosting is already a problem on this server. So,
well, for AV, I think you could really just pop it and then not join, like get it to pop with the team, and then you just go in. Or does it shut down after like a minute because there's no challengers?
Well,
would it be win trading if you just AFK'd while you farmed armor scraps and didn't even, win or farm any honor?
I don't think so. I don't think that's win trading. You're not getting honor out of that.
The Ice Lord drops some decent loot.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just going for rep, the rep is PvE work. That is PvE work all day long.
Yeah, the rep.
But you're supposed to be your PvE work. If I'm honest, is supposed to be interfered with by other players. So
yeah,
you could argue that, hey, that's not quite kosher. And I don't, for me, I don't do anything that's not kosher. I had direct permission from Chaos to do what we did on our AV run, and Chaos says we can do it some more. But the guy who was running AV against us is not somebody in my house. It was a stranger. It was a guy who has, a 15-man team, a nicely geared 15-man team. So he was very competitive. For example, he wiped us on Belinda. We had 40 men, he had 15, and he wiped our Belinda. So good on him.
Wiped by the cop killer.
Yeah. So it's fine. I mean, I do want to do some more AV, and by the way, you can only multi-box in AV on this server. You can't multi-box in the other servers. So Nina says, if you will give a password for one of your druids, our hunters with level 60 and some gear, or hunters with level 60 and some gear would be nice, and I can play with you in the runs. Yeah, that's something that I would do, um, but I would only do it. Really, I would only do it to somebody who's savvy with the multi-box software. So apologies, Nina. If you want to get going, maybe trying out multi-boxing, maybe trying 5-minute multi-boxing, go to my website, see how it's done. Start 5 tunes, try it with 5 characters, and tell me what you think. But yeah, it's going to be nothing but confusing to you unless you actually know the code, um, and know how the buttons work and stuff. So it's a good thought. Now, here's what I will do to anybody who really wants to help out um, uh, with Fury Swipe's progress. I'm very happy to have people take my guys and go do things with them, like take the warlocks and go get them their void walkers, stuff like that. Stuff I'm too lazy or I don't have enough time to do. Low priority stuff that would be helpful to have. Um, I mean, that would be amazing. And of course, I'd credit you in the videos. Just like my hunters were made by a guy named Bit of the Universe. That guy got all my hunter pets. He got them to best friend, if you can imagine. He even bought all those hunters mounts, their first mounts. So that guy, I absolutely.
I don't know how he made him best friend, because my hunter just eats food all day and stays at loyalty level 1.
Yeah, well, you have to kill things that would be worth experience to your hunter. To your
I did
hunter.
a bunch of instances with it.
That should do it, man. That should do it.
Yeah.
Maybe he has some trick.
Does the pet have to actually bite every mob?
I don't know. I do not know. I do not know, man. So.
Well, no, there's no way, because the pet leveled from 56 or 57 to 60. So it's getting experience, even though it's just sitting there.
Yeah. All right, so what are we going to do? How am I going to get to Garr? How am I going to get to Garr here? All right, so I'm going to actually just long-range pull some of these guys and pull them over to my team. And we're gonna kind of cut a canal to Garr, like this one. I'll get the Core Hound first. Oh, man, trash on the server is, it's challenging, and you can't just casual it, especially if you don't, have great gear yet, and I don't have super great gear yet, so there will be no casualing. And even after we have great gear, I don't think we're going to casual anything here. I don't know when it's going to be casual. Maybe never. Beep, and I hit the R key, and makes the melee not overrun. Okay, this is the confusion dog, and the confusion dog is by far the hardest dog there is. But we've been handling them very well. The confusion dog on this server is actually easier than the confusion dog on vanilla gaming, because the confusion dog on vanilla gaming seems to pop confusion every few seconds. This guy is a bit more reasonable. And you can see we handle that extremely well. No one died. That was badass. Oh, dude, we gotta get skinning going. I'm losing so much core hound leather here.
Ooh.
I've got my Finkel Skinner, and we could be doing this, but there's another thing. Stuff like that would be very helpful to have somebody, because I mean, I work a job in the daytime and at night, and it's really hard to put in the grind time that I need to put in to get everything done. For example, another grind, oh my gosh, that I'm not looking forward to is the thorium Brotherhood grind. That's going to be nasty.
I actually wouldn't mind leveling the skinning because that's not like just leveling the skinning is
Yeah.
pretty quick.
It's
You just
actually Fury Swipes who's going to be my skinners,
if you
so...
were farming leather for leatherwork,
You have my
that'd do
passwords,
it.
right?
I don't.
I think you do. Oh, you don't? All right. I'll get you my passwords, so you can log in Fury Swipes. And he's going to be the skinner. Unfortunately, you will be using Fury Swipes, which maybe in the beginning will be okay.
Nah, yeah. I'll probably drag him along with 5 other guys
There you
to
go.
kill
There
shit.
you go.
Like in Ungoro and above.
That's it. He could just be the tank. Arcanist bindings! Woohoo! See? Things are dropping more often than I remember. Let's see who's wearing Arcanist. One of the things you can do with 5-minute multiboxing is give you a function called find. You do /find wearing Arcanist, and it'll tell you everybody who's wearing Arcanist. And look, we're getting a lot of Arcanists now. Leonidas has bindings. Explode doesn't have his bindings. Scorch has bindings. Ice Flows doesn't have his bindings. So Explode or Ice Flows can have that. Let's get that to Explode, I guess. No, let's get it to Ice Flows, because I use Ice Flows as my auxiliary decursor for the Gehenna's fight. Good for you, Ice Flows. You know, there's nothing better than getting new gear, and because you're 40 boxing, you get that same feeling on 40 times as rapidly, because you know you get gear 40 times as rapidly. Let's face it. So yeah, baby.
And then when Project-Azeroth goes down and you want to play, you just your cold sweats.
Well,
shaking.
it only went down that one time, remember? When it went down for a few hours, and you and I were like, what's going on? What's going on? And then I went back to vanilla gaming that night for the first time in like 5 weeks. And everybody's like, hey, what's going on? You still play? Where? I'm like, yeah, I still play, but I'm taking some time off this particular server. But yeah, what I need to do is I need to give my vanilla gaming tunes. I need to loan those to people who will keep running with them. Somebody who's interested in running, you know, the tunes through stuff, because they're just going to waste right now. And somebody could actually use those for good. It's not like you're going to get them any gear. They're pretty much max geared up as they're ever going to be. This is a hard fight. Get ready. And you know what? I can tell you right now, around the corner, hate to say it, but around the corner is a double Fire Lord pull, and we have to do it. Can't get away from it. This is going to be Battlefield. Not Fury Swipes. Not Skeleton. Not Starlight. Battlefield. And then my guys are going to get that guy. Alright, here we go. Oh gosh, I'm going to face my back to the lava and he'll dump me right in the lava. Let's put our back to this wall, Battlefield. Oh, there's a destroyer. Hello. Extra hard mode. I've got to move him back a little bit. There we go. Destroyer goes down. Unfortunately, I'm going to turn everybody. 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 I'm going to turn everybody My melee took it right in the chops there on the destroyer, so. I'll just let Battlefield keep tanking. He seems to be doing okay. When somebody is an off tank, they will keep taunting that mob until the mob is dead or until they're dead. So there's no use taunting off him. He'll just taunt right back. That's how off tanks are programmed. So you can taunt off him to temporarily save him like that. Battlefield got really low, so I taunted off. I knew he was going to taunt, but I just wanted to save him from getting crushed because we're getting a lot of crushing blows. And when you get down to like 20%, you're now Earth Fury Bracers! Yes! These are so rare on Vanilla Gaming because they actually broke the loot tables on Vanilla Gaming. And so Earth Fury Bracers, Earth Fury anything is absurdly rare, but they seem to be dropping at the proper rate here. Find Earth Fury. Great healing set. This is the very best of the T1 sets if you are a healing shaman. It has the best bonuses, it has the best stats, and it turns your normal heal into a chain heal, which is crazy. All right, so let's see. Find wearing Earth Fury. We got belt, boots, and bracers on Earth Shield. We got belt and bracers on Earth Shock. So next, let's look at who the best healers are. Healing. Earth Shock, Earth Shield, Tremor is the next best one. Tremor, man, I don't think of him as being that great. So Tremor is gonna get it. Tremor. Tonight we'll also try Baron Geddon, who is, I think, the easiest boss in Molten Core. If you have some fire resist, it's just a brain dead easy mechanism, and we'll give it a shot. Ooh, Tremor only has one bag. That's not cool. Am I ever going to do these Blackrock quests? I'm just getting rid of the important Blackrock documents and thorium shackles. They've been taking up 2 bag slots for long enough. Come on, man. All right. He's got his first piece of Earth Fury. Oh, is there some dark iron I can mine here somewhere? I do believe. Oh, I just gotta turn my mining on, duh. Yep, there is some, but it's around the corner, so we won't be seeing that anytime soon. We've got some dying to do, fellas. There will be no survivors in this next pull. And if there are survivors in this next pull, yeah, we will be flexing. Whoa, what's going on? Those guys are way back over there. How long have they been dead? Did they do the multi-box runoff? Is that what happened? I think they did the multi-box runoff. Or maybe they've been dead for a while. Yeah. Rez, damn you. Okay, I gotta get another beer. So you might have noticed that I'm not playing music tonight, and it's because I'm just sick of having my videos blocked by these derps that block your videos if you have their music in them. And you never know who it's going to be. It was the Eagles betraying me this week, and Jimi Hendrix. And it took me a long time to sort that out and remove those songs. But when you remove the songs from your video, you also remove your very clever banter. And so there's like 3-minute gaps of me doing this. By the way, is my camera still working? I don't even know. All right, that was a visual. See, I cut my hair. I'm young again. When you get older and you let your hair grow long, you look old. So every time you get a haircut, it's like rewinding the clock. The clock is rewound, bro. Well, I say bro, but we actually have a female fan listening today, which is the first ever. The very, very few females, like 1 in 5,000 people, will be in any way interested in multi-boxing.
Yeah, is that a chick or is that like Fabio? I can't tell from the thumbnail.
The name is Nina. I don't know if it's a chick or not, but she uses emojis, so it must be a chick. No guy would have done that. That's my Sherlock Holmes right there. Woo! But the reason I know that girls are not interested in this because YouTube tells me so. YouTube tells me, breaks down the demographics of people who watch my videos, and now my videos have a lot of fucking views, all right? More than I ever expected them to have.
What's your total number of views?
I think it's closing in on 35 to 50,000, somewhere like that. So,
let's see.
And I think
38,000.
I think 0% of the viewers are female. 0%. 0.00001. I think the number is like 1 female ever.
See how many views my channel has.
I'm about to get slammed. Let me show you how many views a real channel has.
I can tell you how many views my channel has, and then you'll be like, whatever. But when you know what's on my channel, you'll be just pissed off because it's like 5 videos. All the views are on like 2 of them. It's just songs I uploaded that weren't uploaded, and like the record company takes the whatever.
Oh wow, really?
Whatever ad revenue they get. So I get the views, but they get the
revenue.
Money. So my channel just has the view count for those. And like my actual videos that I created have like, let's see, this tab I made has 300. This video of a hawk has 14 views.
Hold on, I thought you were gonna
where's the count?
Bust out on like 10 jillion views.
No, I think it's like 70,000 or something.
Oh, right on. That's way more than me, man. But not for long. Dude, there's some hope for this server. You know why? You know why I say that?
A bunch of people just showed up in the last few days.
No, stop it. Much more important. This double Fire Lord pull changed overnight to a Fire Lord and a Lava Annihilator. How about that? That's interesting to me because I didn't do anything except reform my party. And yet this pull changed it into a Fire Lord Annihilator pull, which is very doable and I'm not going to wipe on. So if we could find a way to make that happen every time, then maybe things are easier for us. I gotta let my feral cat out. My feral cat is just going nuts here. All right, I'm coming.
Can't see my total view count.
Oh, Nina's still here. All right. She doesn't deny being a woman, so we're gonna call her a girl. We have a girl here. And yeah, girls do not get free rides in my raids because I got a whole bunch of girls. I got girls coming out
Whoa,
my ears.
it's actually more like 120,000 views now. Oh yeah.
What? Are you getting paid?
No, I'm not getting paid.
You're not getting paid?
If I tried to take them out, I don't even know if the people that are getting paid are the legit people either.
Really?
It could just be a random person that made the copyright claim. Because, like, the.
That must be a thing too. That must be a
Yeah.
thing too.
Oh, I'm sure
Oh,
it is.
look, dudes. Here's another thing that changed overnight. This pull over here, the 2 Molten Giants with the additional, is now an Annihilator, not a Fire Lord. Yesterday, he was a Fire Lord, and I knew that I was going to wipe to death on that pull. So, things are going really good for Garr right now, guys. This is looking very, very good. Sorry to interrupt you there, Dave.
No, it's fine. I was just bullshitting about my channel. You can't have that.
So I'm at the barber's today, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a streamer. I stream. I've got a channel. And it's just this, it's just this barber just starting out, really young kid, right? And the barbershop is days old, okay? He's like, oh yeah, I stream too, man. I make barber videos. And he's like, YouTube used to pay me, but then they stopped paying me. I'm like, how many views do your videos have? He's like, I don't know, like 80,000 each video. I'm like, womp, womp, womp. Don't go to my channel, bro. Don't look. Don't look at me. I'm hideous. All right, we're going to try and pull these core hounds without wiping the whole world. This is always a big gulp. All right, baby. Here we go. Core Hound City. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is a good pull. That's a great pull. You can drink during this pull. I'm just hitting the 2 button. That is the Avenue to Victory with 5-minute multiboxing. 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Don't use Priest as a healer. What? Oh, how do I do Baron Rivendare? Oh, that's what he says. Wait, is Baron Rivendare hard? You just roll in there, move everybody back against the wall, and tank the Baron more than 20 yards away.
For 10 man, yeah.
For 10 man. For 10. Oh, is he on?
Man,
is he on
if
5
you use
man?
a priest, you're gonna have a bad time.
Why?
Like, you can do it. You can do it if you have gear, but if you have an ungeared priest healing Baron, he gets fucked up by the skeletons. Even on VG.
All right, Nina, if you are interested in vanilla multiboxing, I got you covered. You need to go to my webpage, furyswipes.wix.com. I'll type it in here. https://furyswipes.wix.com/my site. There you go. Go to that page. It teaches you how to install my shit. It shows you some videos of how to run my crap. And you will be up and running. Start with 5. And I guarantee on day 1 you will be addicted. I've never met anybody who actually gave it a real try who wasn't hooked immediately. Because it is fun as hell. Even 5-manning is fun. Man, when I was writing the lobby code, okay, I was writing the lobby code because people were complaining. Hey, man, my lobbies aren't doing right. My lobbies are doing this. My lobbies won't do that. Why is there a fire lobby? Okay. And so I wrote a bunch of code for the lobbies to control low-level characters. And just having 5 men in a raid, in a group, right? Doing the code, leveling on the alliance side. I was having so much fun. I almost just kept going. I almost was just like, screw this, screw the world. I'm gonna keep leveling. This is freaking fun. And I made a video of going into.
User entered your channel.
I made a video of going into Dead Mines naked. Going into Dead Mines literally naked with my level 0 gear. Hey, who's that in the channel?
What's up?
It's Joe.
Joe, wait.
Gel Hunter.
Oh, it's Gel Hunter from New Zealand, my
The
friend
foreigner.
from New Zealand, the foreigner. You took our job. Stop taking my job, man. Shoot. Now you're going to take my loot. You took our loot.
Did you already get Magmadar?
Did I get Magmadar?
Magmadar, yeah.
I had many good tries on Magmadar, and here's what I discovered. All right, first, Magmadar drops the lava pools on this server, and I wasn't ready for that. Right, so we're gonna have to deal with that somehow. Second, I suck. So my pools were mostly bad, and even when they were good, they turned bad because I'm just out of practice with Magmadar. So I'm gonna go to Garr. We're gonna do Garr, and we're gonna save Magmadar, who is a very hard fight even on a best day, but even harder when you add the lava pools in. We're gonna save that for another day, and I'll probably get him going off stream, so that you guys don't have to see wipe after wipe after wipe and me hitting my keyboard and crying and all the horrible things that go along with failing. So,
Alright.
sorry to disappoint you, sucker. You sound so disappointed. You're like, all right, fine.
No, it's just...
I see.
I knew it was going to be a hard fight.
Oh, I
just,
see.
When I saw you were heading to Garr, I was like, oh, did you already get it? I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting you to kill him, so...
No, I'm heading to Garr
You're,
because I want something easy, and for me,
Was
Garr is easy.
Was it possible to get double bindings before, like on a single loot server?
I don't know
No.
if double bindings are
Theoretically,
drop here.
Could you get 4 bindings?
No, dude. You can't. Double bindings don't drop. First of all, not on a correct server, and this server does not double legendaries. Okay, so that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
That is not gonna happen. All right, so we're just gonna tank this like it was nothing. Oh, is one of these a destroyer? Ooh. Oh, 2 destroyers. Is that hard?
The better question would be if Shard is available on here.
If what?
Shard, the legendary neck.
The legendary neck. I guess I'm not familiar with
It
it.
was a bug. They took it out of the game because it wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to, like, what they had in mind for Thunder Fury before they had bindings, and they didn't take it out of the loot table. And one guy got it.
Oh, really? And he rolled with it until Burning Crusade, and it was obsolete as soon as it got to Hellfire.
No, it was terrible stats, even though it was legendary.
Oh, really? That's
It would have
funny.
been okay for tanking, maybe. Maybe. But, yeah, no, some private servers, they let one drop and then
Oh,
they take it
shit. A core hound. God dang it. All right, let's wipe it right here in a very tight little bunch. We'll get that core hound first. That pull was going to be epic. We nailed that pull. Oh, that was a good pull, man. I was gonna be so proud. You guys were chatting, and I was like, I was just about to flex, and nope, core hound ruins my day. Cut it out, core hound. Oh man, she's married, guys. She's married. Now what are we gonna do? I'm married too. You guys know my wife. Some of you guys have seen my wife. She comes on the stream once in a while, but she's a big former WoW player. And I probably still have a few years of playing 100% before I even catch up to her /played. That's how big how far ahead of me she was. She was glued to this very desk for 10 years.
And does she now just like secretly hold contempt for you for playing?
No, absolutely. She likes it. She
She's
likes
like
what I'm
self-
doing.
Like a self-hating WoW player,
No,
ex-WoW player.
no. She won't do it. She won't get on again because she's got better things to do now. She's got a life now. So once you find better things to do, you know, WoW kind of loses its savor. And she's got much better things to do now. I do not. I don't have crap to do. So there you go. Rez. Maybe we'll go to Baron Geddon first. I keep saying Geddon is so easy, blah, 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 but you know what? Forget it. We do have to get through those 4 pulls, and those 4 pulls are definitely going to wipe us once or twice. If not, be impossible without severe fire gear. Maybe they'll be toned down. Toned down on this server. There's nothing toned down on this server. Everything's toned up. Pandora should have a button that says only play songs that aren't, you know, blocked on YouTube. That would be amazing if Pandora did that. I'd give them $20 a month. I cut my cable many years ago. I mean, we're going in on 4 years now that we haven't had cable. We have internet cable, but we don't have cable TV. So I subscribe to almost every service that you can think of, and I love it. I don't miss cable TV in the least. In fact, I go to my mom's house where she has cable and no internet, and I'm like, dude, you are living in a bygone time. You might as well be living in the Middle Ages. Because the content you get for $10 a month on these content providers is just absurd. I mean, it's beyond absurd when you compare to a $120 a month cable bill. I mean, that's a joke. That's a bad joke. So for a fraction of my $120 a month cable bill, I subscribe to all content providers and love it. Absolutely love it. But the main thing I really need is internet, and I'm not really happy with my internet right now. So we're gonna have to find a new internet solution, guys. I want Google Fiber to the home. Somebody's telling me that they have that. I mean, one of the people online here, that they have Google Fiber, and it's good.
All the Irvine gulags are getting it.
Really? You're gonna have negative
Irvine
pings,
Company
dude.
gulags.
You're gonna have pings that go back in time, bro. You're gonna kill the boss before you press the 2 button.
And all you have to do is live in an Irvine Company property with a bunch of Chinese birth tourists. And what else? Oh yeah, you're not getting your deposit back no matter what. Even if you upgraded the apartment, they would take the deposit.
Gotcha. At least your apartments down there are a bit more affordable. I mean, my daughter is staying in a tiny little 500 square foot box in Fremont for $2,100 a month. I mean, the prices here are beyond ludicrous. Hey, there's some dark iron ore. Let's go get it. Whoa, 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 what? Wait, lava surger. Where'd you come from? Oh, he's a scripted lava surger. We started a script just now. Okay, fine. I did not call for Death Wish. Why do you have Death Wish going? There is no way I called for Death Wish. Great, another Lava Surger. Actually, let's bind this one and do the Core Hound instead. You see how pro that was? You see how pro that was?
That was pro.
Pro. That was pro, man. That is how it's done. Let's back the hunters up a little
All
bit.
the cats run over.
Now I'm pressing my freaking turbo, but somehow Fury Swipes called his own Death Wish, and Fury Swipes, no, Blood Fury called his own Death Wish. There's something wrong there. Oh, I picked up that loose Surger almost instantly by holding the Alt key down. Oh, yeah. Oh, let's decurse while we're waiting. Oh. Oh, I forgot to take the banish off. That was not pro. Sometimes pro, sometimes not. What's this guy got? Wicked Claw. There we go. Come here, Surger. Come here, Surger. We're going to take a peek in at Baron and see what kind of packs they have for us. If it's the 4 packs, then we're going to yip with our tail between our legs back to Garr. Because those 4 packs are difficile. But I am going to grab this Dark Iron Ore. I got to get rid of something first. Let's get rid of Lifeless Stone. I've been adding things, by the way, to... it is the classical 4-pack, the 2 elementals and the Flame Guard. We're going to test whether those elementals are banishable right now. If the lava elementals are banishable, we might have a shot at clearing those packs, but only if they're banishable. Whew. They're banishable. Okay, so we have a shot, guys. We're going to be able to clear those packs. It might not be easy, but and there may be many deaths. But you know what? We won't wipe. In all likelihood, we won't have to wipe like on double Fire Lords. You have to wipe on double Fire Lords. At least I do. The way I do it. Alright, this is going to be a great place to stand for these double destroyer pulls. Okay. F4. Skeleton, no. F4 again. No. F4 again. Battlefield, yes. F1 on that sucker. Chaos Bolt will be a mobilizing triangle. Alright, I guess we are ready to go. Let me look back at my raid. Make sure everybody looks good. But it looks pretty good. Shoot! And look at that. The other one didn't pull. Battlefield? You little freaking bitch. Taunt your guy. Oh, Skeleton taunted it. Skeleton will be dead soon. So will a lot of other people. That's going to be a wipe. Wow. Oh, he must have resisted the taunt. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt, man. Because the Annihilator didn't even pull, so that was gonna be easy. I'm gonna give myself more room here. But the good news is when you run an 8 Shaman, you never really wipe. Oh, gosh. long have we been streaming? 2 hours 30. Oh my gosh. So the beginning is already gone. I should break this into pieces. It's alright, man. Nobody's saying anything. Come on, people. Give me something to work with here. Ask some questions. Tell me about the things you've killed. This is a two-way street, man.
Trying to apply an 8 agility on those double star legs I gave you. Doing that shit right now.
Nice. Nice. Did you happen to get any more Devil Sword leggings together? Because we're liking those.
I took one of them,
Yeah,
but I need more. I need a cure
bet you
drug and
did.
hide.
But
for
you don't
each of
even
them.
like hunters, so did you give it to like a rogue?
No, I gave it to my rogue first, but I'm giving the next one to my hunter.
Alright.
And then I'll have 2 for you.
Some people don't like hunters, and I get that. Some people don't like playing them. They're too much trouble, and they won't play them. Eli and I love hunters, and we're so glad that we do, because on this server, hunters are by far #1 raid DPS. You can face roll your way to twice the DPS of the next class down, and if you come in here with 40 hunters, you're probably just going to vaporize this place. They'll probably just, put the loot in your bags. Oh, you brought 40 hunters, we notice. Here's all the loot. That's what I'm going to do on my alliance raid. Eli thinks I'm going to make 40 paladins, but what I'm really going to make on the alliance is 40 night elf hunters.
40 paladins would suck. Even you would never die, but neither would the boss.
You would never kill anything. He doesn't get that. He doesn't understand that paladins do no damage. They're useful for one thing in Vanilla WoW, and that is throwing heals.
And max rank heal. Just spam max rank flash heal no matter what your gear is.
Never run out of mana. That's it. Never run out of mana. And of course they're having one in each party so that they get their their aura of choice. But Eli's point was, no man, you have more than one of each party, so they get all the auras. I'm like, dude, I already started out doing this whole bunch of paladins thing on vanilla gaming. I started with 20 paladins, and I realized almost immediately that this was not going to work, not least of which was because paladins can't taunt. And I abandoned that project.
You just want salvation and wisdom and kings. Kings is pretty nice.
Anyway, he's going to do it because he has a great guild name that he wants to use for it, and I can't tell you the guild name because if I tell you it, somebody here might steal it. So we have to claim the guild name first. But he wants to get that guild name down so that he can use his 40 paladins, whatever. I suspect you will see him online tomorrow, rolling 40 lobies through the alliance because of the 12x. Is it 12x weekend, or is the 12x permanent? Is it just
Not sure.
Is it just an event? You killed your hunger with some pizza and Coca-Cola. That, Nina, is very unhealthy. We eat healthy here in California, Nina. So we don't even have Coca-Cola here. It's not even allowed. And but I do like pizza. Weekend, yep. Weekend doesn't count. You can eat whatever you want on the weekend. Yeah. No, man, we eat
Just go
plenty of
climb a
junk food
mountain
here.
and eat whatever you want.
That's the thing. This guy here on the on TeamSpeak, he's a ex-mountain biker. I'll call you an ex-mountain biker.
Nah, I was never a racer or anything. I just don't ride as hard as I used to. I don't go uphill as much, hard. I could just go down faster now because I have a better bike.
Dude, we all do that. We all go downhill much faster than we go uphill. All right, let's try this again.
I mean, I'm not trying to make myself vomit every time I ride anymore. That's no fun.
I think if you're vomiting while you're working out, you're doing it wrong. I've always felt
Now,
that.
for cardio, like you have to like get to that point if you want to get faster. If you're not going into the puke zone, you're not getting faster.
The puke zone, they have a word for it? Oh my gosh. And he ran right by him again. What is going on with these destroyers? I have no idea what's going on here. He just ran right over Battlefield as Battlefield was taunting and freaking took us out. All right, I'm gonna play this a little differently. I'm going to do the poll, and I'll have Battlefield. Man, we're just a pile of garbage here. What is going wrong? What is going wrong here? That is really weird. That is really weird. Does he have... All right. Let me see what happened. Maybe... Okay. Molten Destroyers knocked down. Hits you for 498. Molten Destroyer crits you for 2702.
Ooh. That's what that 440 defense is for.
Biatch. Damn, guys. You know what? This might not happen tonight because now I got to go repair. Everybody damaged. So this sucks. All right, I'm just going to send this one guy back for repair because we really don't need a whole lot for Garr. But we do need these guys actually doing their jobs for these destroyer pools. I mean, I had that destroyer pool cold, dead to rights, a few minutes ago, and the core Hound jumped in and was hurting people. But it's 5:10 in the morning in Russia. Does that make sense? I don't think so. You're not in Russia then. If it's 5:10 there, you're in Ukraine. Are you Ukrainian? I'm thinking she's Ukrainian. Oh, you're UK. All right, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Excellent. Excellent, man. I got a lot of friends in the UK. In fact, my best friend, who's not here right now, he's waking up right now. Valatorn, he might be on soon. If we stay streaming long enough, that guy will get on. You're from the Ukraine, but you're in the UK. Got it. Got it. Yeah, you're a very special guest. I mean, let's face it, man. Girls don't be happening much around here. All right, I'm gonna actually take the take 10 people. Take 10 because I took the Angel for Battlefield. I'll just have. I want Battlefield to be my tank. I was gonna say I'll just have Skeleton tank this one, but I do. Boink! Only 9 gold. Not bad. Not bad considering.
I started feeding all the rune cloth I got to my warriors so I could get exalted and have cheaper repair.
Wow, that is going a long way for a small savings, my friend. Good for you, though. Good for you.
I just eventually clogged my mailbox because I had so much. I just made a macro and dumped it all on the guy.
Oh, nice. Thank you for subscribing.
That
Awesome.
saves like 100 gold on the mount too, I think. When I go to buy that.
We love our Ukrainian friends. And let's see, we've got. I don't think I have anybody who's.
Do you love your Chechnyan friends?
I love my Chechen friends. I even love my Swedish Muslim friends. I have one guy who's on Vanilla Gaming. He's a Swedish Muslim, and you know what? I judge everybody by the character I have in front of me.
As a Polish woman, does Monique love her Russian friends?
Monique does not. She's not Polish in she's not culturally Polish.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't know about the culture, so she's genetically Polish, so, and she's genetically French. She looks more French than Polish, but I suspect if we go to Poland, we're going to find women who look like her, and I'm gonna be very interested to see that. That's one of the reasons I do want to visit Poland. So I hear somebody here. I think somebody's in the house. I have no gun for home defense. Who do we got? Hey, what's up? How was the movie?
It was a lot of fun. Makes me want to watch the first movie again.
Which one was it?
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim. All right. Yeah, that's definitely one I'm going to pass on. We're all rezzed, right? Yes, we are.
Get in the hot tub. Go relax.
Welcome home, you Polish woman. By the way, you are Polish, so feel free to set yourself up with whatever you want.
I'm just going to take a goblet of wine. Do you want to go in the hot tub, Tina? You going to go to bed? I'm not going to bed.
She ain't going to bed.
I can finally stay up late.
But can she screw in a light bulb?
No, man, she doesn't do any of that stuff.
Of course, she's a Polak.
But she can juggle. She can juggle little kids like no tomorrow. She has no problem taking 4 toddlers / babies to a baseball game, for example, by herself. So she's awesome with kids. Ah, I'm lost. Had one of those Parkinson's flicks. Please, God, let me not have Parkinson's. Battlefield is 6 minutes left. So what I'll do is I'll assign multiple tanks to the off destroyer on the off chance that ooh, you know what I'll do? Ooh, I have an evil plan. You know how my druid tanks are just awful. I'll let my druid tanks soak up the stampede or whatever it's called, and then my other tanks will just pick him up behind them. Yeah, it's genius. It's brilliant. I tell you. Who's loco? What's loco? Oh no, the number of boxes is crazy. He's saying. Battle. You can do it yourself, amigo. Just download my code and make 5 accounts, and you will be multi-boxing yourself. Sorry, I don't speak very good Spanish. So
Mucho epico.
oh, it is muy epic. Muy epic. And you know what? We're actually even going to give us more space. We're gonna have a first line of off tanks that dies right at the corner. Then we're gonna have a second line of off tanks that it really picks up the bosses. So that destroyer is going to be taken by Fury Swipes. That one's going to be taken by Skeleton. That one's wrong. I did that wrong. Let's start over again with the F7 key. That one is Battlefield. That's fine. But he's also going to be tanked by Fury Swipes. Yes. This one is Skeleton, and he will also be tanked by Starlight. Yes. And these suckers, Starlight, they have no idea what's in store for them. They're going to be up here at the corners, and they're gonna be the cannon fodder. They are cannon fodder. This guy's all red anyway. He's going to be total cannon fodder. And then Battlefield and I, and Skeleton and I, will be back here in the middle, picking them up at mid-range. And that's just in case this thing pulls. The Annihilator hasn't been pulling, but just in case, we're going to do that. All right. Shift 1 is going to be, for the Druids, is going to be Wrath. Or it could be Fairy Fire, I guess. This is crazy. Oh, we're not even buffed. We should buff. This is going to be a hard fight, so I'm going to bring these guys back a little bit. I don't want them starting anything. Can't be starting something. Alright, we're going to buff. This is going to be great, guys. Really. I'm making it harder than it is. Then we're going to kill Garr with broken gear. It might be hard to kill Garr, though, with Fury Swipes and Starlight, the Druid tanks, not being able to tank one of the Fire Sworns for a given time. That might be a showstopper for Garr, because I really count on my off tanks doing some heavy lifting during Garr. Yes, I want coffee, man. But I don't drink coffee this late at night. You see behind me, it's dark. So I can't drink coffee this late at night. Otherwise, I'm up all night. So, yes. But I do love me some coffee in the morning. And my current favorite coffee is Somalian coffee. Somalian coffee is just the very best thing I've ever had. And it has to be a very specific brand of Somalian coffee, very specific breed of it. Samya Ardi. Samya Ardi. Ethiopian, not Somalian. Ethiopian. Very sorry, Ethiopian. Forgive me.
There's a big difference there. I was gonna say.
How is there a big difference between Somalia and Ethiopia? They're right next to each other.
Somalia is like 10,000 feet elevation all the way through, or Ethiopia is. Somalia is sea level.
Oh, really?
Barren.
I did not know that about Ethiopia. I'm usually pretty good on.
Yeah, it's pretty high up.
On your stuff, but yeah, there you go. All right, let me just make sure everybody's targeting the guys they're supposed to be targeting. Yes, they are. All right. Dude, I don't know how this is going to go. This seems pretty sketchy. I feel like this situation is getting out of hand, but we're going to try it. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him dying and stuff. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys saw what just happened, but my tanks, my lame ass tanks pulled, and died, and the battle was over. We were all out of combat, so that didn't work very well. So we've got to get up to taunting range, I guess. That means everybody back there is going to be way too far back. We're going to have to bring everybody up. Oh man, that was comical. That was a funny moment. All right, we got this, guys. I think this is actually going to be okay because the druids actually took some hits. I didn't expect them to even take one hit. So good on them. Well, now they're completely red. I mean, Fury Swipes was completely red to start that battle. And he still took some shots, so I'm not sure how they survived a 2,700 point crushing blow, but they did. All right, let's try this again. This has definitely turned out harder than I expected it to be. All right. Battlefield takes that guy. Fury Swipes takes that guy. Skeleton shouldn't have taken that guy, I guess. Let's try again. Battlefield. Fury Swipes. Go to the other guy. Skeleton. Starlight. And then we're good. We are good. Move this healer back because he's in the danger zone. Danger zone. And see you later, Nina. Level some alts. Yeah, level some alts, baby, and use 5-minute multi-boxing. It's really easy. It's really easy to do. So you just go in and start cranking. Somebody show her how to do it. Okay, well, I think we'll be okay now. I think we'll be okay. Who's that? Refill. Get back, Refill. You need to not be that far up. Okay, I think we're actually ready to pull, believe it or not, after all this time. And we are going to get this done, son. Who's targeting what? Alright, you target that guy. You target, I guess... You're supposed to be targeting that guy. You target that guy. Alright, here we go. Fight! Flattened. Nice. Oops. I tried to take battlefields. We're too close together, man. This smash is gonna hit us both. Do it, do it, do it. Get up on the wall. Get up further. Kill, kill, kill. Murder, death, kill.
That Demolition Man in that movie.
Yeah, that is Demolition Man. Oh, this is going so well. Why was this so hard before? Unfortunately, there was a casualty that is actually going to cost us some time. And that is Skeleton died. So we're gonna have to send the tanks back for repair for Garr. Dudes, that was high five me. High five me. It took a long time, but we got it done.
Murder, death, kill.
Murder, death, kill. Somebody loot these things. Nothing good dropped. Okay, shit. We have to take stock of how the armor is looking. The tanks obviously are going to have the worst of it. All the tanks have to go back, including Eversmile. We have to
They have to go back.
They have to go back, and I know what you're saying. We'll kill this Annihilator first, though.
User in your channel timed out. User entered your channel.
Just gonna kill this Annihilator before we send everybody back. Lava core. We need those lava cores, man. I tell you what. We need every one. Okay, let's send the tanks back to get repaired. Make sure I have enough money to get repaired. Looks like id has a bunch of money. I'm just gonna give id. I'm gonna give Eversmile.
There was a core on the auction house for 70 gold, but the bid was only at like 8 gold. It had a lot of time left, but
yeah, I mean, what does
there's
anybody
only one.
need those
That's
for?
always funny.
Yeah, that's the thing. All right, all tanks are hearthing.
I guess, yeah, I don't know if you saw, I guess that TDA guild transferred, and there's like a new guild forming, but whoever's selling them probably just had all the cores from the bank when they left.
What do you mean they transferred?
That's what somebody said.
They left?
Yeah, they said not enough people were showing up to the raid.
Screw them, man.
Now there's a new guild forming, Ruin.
We don't need them. There's going to be a new guild forming on the Alliance tomorrow. I can't tell you the name, but it's going to happen. Alright, battlefield just repaired. Dude, I am feeling good about this Garr. Just hold shift key down, sell all your grays. Also repair. And let's get Skeleton to hold his shift key down. Not enough money to repair, so we're going to give some money to Skeleton. We will roll back here, and we are going to dominate. To dominate Garr. It'll be nice to fight Garr. I mean, I hope that Garr doesn't surprise me with anything. I don't know if my gear is really good enough to tank Garr, but we are going to find out. We are going to find out, man. Yeah, we are on our way back. We have a dead body in a weird spot. So maybe somebody ran off. Maybe somebody did the multi-box sprint and ran off. We may have to release that guy. I think a few people did do the multi-box sprint. So just let me know if you want this might gear, the braces of might. I've got an extra, so you can have it.
Oh yeah. It just has like a shitload of stamina, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think 22, 23. 23. And yeah, so we got nobody else left in the channel. Come on, peoples, say something. Got Cenarian Belt for one of your retarded druids. Or to sell on the auction house. Maybe we can just get like 100 gold for a Cenarian Belt. I don't know. I doubt it. I'm gonna experiment.
See the stats on it.
The problem is the stats are fine. All right, 9 healing, 22 intellect, 10. The stats are all fine. It's just there's much better belts. Sash of Mercy and core. What is it called? Core Hound Belt.
Or even the Whipvine cord from Darmal has 31 healing and like a lot of mana for 5.
Yeah, so nobody would really wear that belt once they got their Core Hound
It has
belt.
resist though, right? Oh, it hasn't.
And I mean, the 8-set bonus reduced the cooldown of your Tranquility and Hurricane spells by 50%. That's just about the worst bonus in the game.
It's funny that they put fire resist on it when there's a Core Hound belt. That's kind of shitty.
So as soon as you get that core, as soon as you pump out a few Core Hound belts, I'm probably going to dual spec my Druid tanks for now as Resto, and you know, dress them up in a whole bunch of Resto gear, and just have more healing. Although, I mean, you know, the Druid tanks did do a job there on those destroyers. They soaked up those stomps, and they were worth something. And they definitely will be doing a job here on Garr. Make no mistake. They have to get those fire sworn off me.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like pull with shield wall.
I am not going to be pulling with shield wall. I hope I don't have to. But I probably will only get one chance at this tonight. And then everybody's going to be red. It's fine, you know, fixing the tanks who always go red ahead of everybody else. But once we wipe again, that's probably it. So we have to make this one count. And I'm gonna make it count. Motherfucker. Let's summon. And we got to go figure out where those other people died. I think I know where. I think they're in resing range, so I don't think it's the end of the world. And then we get, see, Garr has 9 guys around him, right? Garr has 8 guys around him, and he has a helmet himself. So each one of those guys is holding one class's helmet, and you just have to kill them in a way that doesn't break the helmet. We want to get our class helmets for everybody. Here's my role playing for the night. Good sir. Good sir. There's my role playing, good sir. You look on the auction house every day, right, Dave? So just be be aware of the staff of warden, the warden staff, and make sure that we don't miss one. That would be very helpful if you could do that. It is level 44 epic staff used by druids everywhere. These core hounds are going to pop pretty soon, so if Garr's ruined, it's going to be ruined because of core hound repop. Because it's been a while, and the core hounds will repop after less time than the other stuff. Okay, so I got 2 guys back, but I'm still missing some guys. Crookshanks and Chaos Bolt. Crookshanks and Chaos Bolt. Oh, they're back there. You back there? Crookshanks? Nope, Crookshanks is standing right underneath a living giant. Not that one. I'm gonna figure out which one. We'll just go without him. We don't absolutely need all our melee for this. Anyway, I need to just do a test pull and see if this is gonna work at all. We do need Chaos Bolt though, but he's back here. You do need all your warlocks. Alright. That part is important. Buffing up, pulling Garr, 5 minutes. Figure out where this rogue died. I'm just gonna run him back. I think I hear my son arriving. So Eli might get to watch this. Oh dear Lord. Okay, we're going without him. He fell down in the chasm in Searing Gorge, which I've never done before, but how nice. So I am not running out of the chasm in Searing Gorge. I am going to get my Dark Iron Ore though, suckers.
Woo, I got 10 whipperroot tubers off 1 plant. It's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, they said they're doubling
That's like
all plant harvesting. So all plant harvesting is doubled. Alright, so Garr's pretty simple. You simply assign the Fire Sworn to 5 warlocks. You have tanks tank the rest, and you have 1 Studley tank who's going to be battlefield tank Garr himself. Back up the hunters against the wall. And the key is... Man, Garr is really close to us. The key is... do not let people shoot the Fire Sworn until they're far away from the stack. All right, good. Let's do this. Battlefield, do you get that one? Yes, you do. Now let's start assigning warlocks. Chaos Bolt, you get that one. Brutalia gets that one. Hellfire gets that one. Afflicted gets that one. You have one more. Gotta find one without a thing on it yet. Brutalio gets that one. Alright. Now, last two. Off tank. X. Furious Wipes is gonna take that. But you know who else is gonna take it? Skeleton. And then this guy. Skull. Starlight will be tanking the skull. Are they all marked? I think they're all marked. Now I'm forgetting. I'm not supposed to actually. I should have. No, there should be one unmarked. All right, fine. And there we go. And I'm on the unmarked, and so is everybody else. Alright, let's put Battlefield up here. He's gonna tank Garr right there. He's gonna pick up Garr. And then I'm just gonna body pull or something. This is Garr. Pulling my fire sworn over here. It's okay to start shooting. Walking against the back wall so I don't get knocked out of the ballpark. And I'm dead. Oh, why am I dead? Dang it. I think I may be able to survive this actually, because I've just got so much. Fire sworn number 2. Going forward on skeleton. And skeleton's dead. Oh man, guys, I don't know. I don't know if I have enough defense for this. He's taken a lot of damage, like 3281 fire damage. He's not taking that much physical damage. But let me look at Eversmile. 3346 eruption. Does that sound right? I feel like that's not right. That's high. And I had, you know, 129 plus totem. Maybe I didn't have the totem on. I think I had the totem on. 129 plus totem. I gotta get those totems out. None resisted, by the way. None resisted. Anyway, that was well organized. It was a perfect Garr. Everything was going to be fine right up until everybody died. And I think that we need to figure this one out, because eruption for 3346 is kind of a big deal. I may need to... That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. For Garr, I'm going to have healers stack up with dedicated healers for Garr. That's what I'll do. And then there'll just be 2 healers on every tank. because line of sight is not an issue here. But I did get a 559-point heroic strike. Not bad. Alright guys, it's been fun. We didn't down anybody, but we tried to. I know we can kill Garr. I know we can kill Garr. We're just going to have to overheal. There was nothing in Garr that was too surprising, aside from this eruption hitting so hard. That's a bit of a surprise. But that's a surprise we might be able to deal with A, more fire gear, or more stamina. One or the other. I mean, more fire gear or more stamina. And B, double up the healing on tanks. And I can double up the healing on tanks by changing one comment. So, hey, thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a good night. What add-on is that for tracking healing and damage? That's just DPS mate. And I'm going to let Eli watch that video. And I think he will agree with me that we are going to kill Garr tomorrow. I think we're going to kill Garr tomorrow. So that will be good. That will be good. All right. Text me in game if you want to chat. I will be on, off and on, a little bit tonight, but I'll be back on tomorrow. Later, everybody.